Power bank Leadtry 20,000 mAh external battery with powerful dual USB port portable charger backup pack build and flashlight for iPhone 6 Plus iPad and Samsung smartphone tablet PCS. White. High capacity 20,000 mAh can charge an iPhone 6 for 10 times 6 Plus for 6 times Galaxy S5 over 7 times iPad Air 2 for 2 times. Super fast charge output 5V/2.4A and 5V/1A through dual USB ports. 5V/2.4A and 5V/1A allow for simultaneous charging of your iPadc, iPhonec, Androidc, and more at high speed. There are 4 classes of lighting adjustable for you to use it in various situations. Power capacity indication light 25% C 50%, 75% C 100%. Ensure you check and control power bank status easily. The power bank embedded with high capacity Li-ion cell kit's quality had been strictly tested before assemble. You may rest assured of its quality and safety. Color, white. Specification, Brit input 5VC1/2.4A Brit output, USB 1. 5VC1A USB 2. 5VC2.4A capacity. 20,000 mAh size. 1,608,022 weight. 430 G recharge time by 5VC1A. 18 to 20 hours by 5VC2.4A. 9 to 10 hours. Accessories: 1 Leadtry portable power bank, 1 user manual, 1 micro USB cable. Note: no adapter included. It's come to my attention that many people don't really understand what they are buying when they buy a power bank, also known as an external battery. So I'd like to start by briefly covering what a power bank is and what the various terms mean that are used when discussing them. If you're already an expert on this topic, please skip the next 3 paragraphs to read my experience with this product. If you simply want the summary, go to the last paragraph. A power bank is nothing more than an external battery that you can use to power and/or charge just about any device that has a cord that connects to a power source via a standard USB port. They come in a variety of shapes and sizes and configurations, but there are really only 3 things to look for when looking at performance. One is the number of USB ports on the device. Another is the amperage, listed in milliamps or amps, available through each port. And lastly, the total amount of energy stored in the battery, which may be referred to as capacity, for which the units are usually referred to in milliamps per hour or mAh. If you have a newer Android smartphone or tablet that you want to charge, then you want a power bank that offers a 2 amp USB port. If you have an iPod or iPhonec, you can generally get away with a single 1 amp port, but I always recommend having at least 1 2 amp port. A power bank with more than 1 port will in theory allow you to charge more than 1 device at a time. The thing to keep in mind when shopping for a power bank is that manufacturer claims are often inflated to at least some degree. The most often exaggerated feature is the mAh capacity of a power bank, and total amperage output is a close second. Capacity is important because more capacity allows you more device uptime per charge on the bank. Power banks generally use a 3.7 volt battery, as do most cell phones, but the USB standard is 5.0 volts, so the energy must be converted from 3.7 volts at the power bank to 5 volts for output, and then back to 3.7 volts for use by the device being charged. Because of the voltage conversion and other factors involved, there will always be some energy lost. So no power bank will put out 100% of stated capacity to the device. to be charged. Brit, over the past several years I've been asked by a variety of sellers to test and review their power banks, and while I always did my best to accurately review each attempt, it was impossible to get precise and quantitative data on the performance of the banks, because the only way to do so is if you have proper testing equipment. You can give anecdotal evidence like it charged my tablet quickly, but you really can't measure the MR capacity and the amperage put out at the USB ports with any kind of accuracy. Writing informative and accurate reviews is extremely important to me, so I've since acquired testing equipment that allows me to get precise and accurate data regarding the capabilities of a power bank or charger. Brit, all that being said, here's what I found with the Leadtry 10,000 mAh external battery. This power bank measures roughly 5.44 x 2.44 x 0.875. It has 2 USB ports supporting a maximum combined 2.1 amps. Like most power banks in its class, it has 4 charge/power indicator lights and a power button, as well as a small LED flashlight built into the top of the unit. I received my sample of this product and fully charged the device. I tested the power bank using the same methodology I use for testing all such devices. Using a USB load-in circuit, I placed a 2.1 amp load on the 1 amp USB port and was able to draw that load for 5 minutes without any problems. I repeated the process with a 2 amp port, placing a 2.1 amp load on that port without incident. Next, I use the load inducer and a power monitor that measures total power consumed (MRC) and placed a 1.8 amp load on the 2 amp port of the power bank and let the test run to failure. The power bank ultimately provided 6C380 mAh at 5 volts, 8C621 mAh at 3.7 volts, before shutting down. I charged the unit back up and ran the test again. This time the power bank put out 6C418 mAh at 5 volts, 8C672 mAh at 3.7 volts. Brit, in summation, this power bank is capable of putting out 2.1 amps, and it will easily put out a steady 1.8 amps for the duration of the charge, which is adequate to charge most phones and tablets. My testing indicates this power bank puts out 87% of advertised capacity, and that puts it in the range of very good as far as actual output versus stated. Anything above 90% of stated capacity is considered outstanding, and of the dozens of power banks I've tested and reviewed, only 1 or 2 have broken the 90% milestone. Most power banks I test end up having an actual output of between 70% and 80% of stated capacity. Brit, in summation, this power bank provides very good capacity in relation to the stated capacity, at a price of $14.99 at time of review. This is an excellent bargain and well worth a second look to anyone in the market for good 10C000 mAh power bank. Complimentary product received for testing and unbiased review.